We have major breaking news right now. Some extremely serious news has arisen. According to the New York Times, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth shared highly classified war plans in a second signal chat. This signal chat included a number of people without any classified or any security clearance, including his wife, his brother, and his personal lawyer. Is specifically, according to the New York Times, Hegseth shared plans for a March 15th strike on Yemeni Houthis, in which he shared operational details about the timing of when several F 18 Hornet jets would be taking off. Folks, that is a significant breach of trust, and it comes on the heels of a chaotic 3 weeks for the Department of Defense, in which three top Hegseth officials were fired for allegedly leaking to the press. Now, before I continue, to all those who have become paid subscribers to my Substack by clicking the button below, or supporting my work by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas, thank you so much. We're the #1 news Substack in the world because I'm reporting 24/7, no matter where I am, no matter whether it's Easter or Passover. The news doesn't stop, and neither do I. So this latest Hegseth information is significant, and there are new increased calls for Hegseth to step down as Secretary of Defense. He shared the flight plans of F-18 Hornets that were set to strike Houthi targets. This is now the second signal chat, and this is arguably more egregious. The first one included Jeffrey Goldberg, an Atlantic editor-in-chief, who was added accidentally, according to Mike Waltz, the national security advisor. But when you looked at all the other names in that signal chat, with Susie Wiles, the chief of staff, Vice President J.D. Vance. I mean, you had officials, top government officials. It was an accident. Here, this was no accident. Hegseth's brother, Hegseth's personal lawyer, Hegseth's wife, this was intentional. And we'll see what happens next with Pete Hegseth. Maybe this is why you shouldn't have a Fox News personality serving as the leader of the Pentagon. In addition, Donald Trump said that business people who oppose tariffs don't know how to run a business. He also claimed to be the best thing to have ever happened to American capitalism. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is leaning into his role as one of Donald Trump's toughest critics, showing he's ready for a fight. A senior State Department official has shared that Kilmar Abrego Garcia informed Senator Chris Van Hollen that he's no longer being held at CCOT. According to Abrego Garcia, he's now in a private room with a bed and furniture, not a standard prison cell. That's good, but that would have only happened because of the public uproar and outrage over his detention in the first place. Border Patrol arrested a United States citizen from Albuquerque while he was walking near their headquarters in Tucson, Arizona. The agent reportedly lied, claiming the man was caught in Nogales, which was in about an hour south, and had admitted to crossing the border illegally. The U.S. citizen, despite having a valid birth certificate and social security number, ended up behind bars for a period of 10 days. That's not the only time a U.S. citizen was detained. A real estate lawyer from New Hampshire, Bashir Atala, said that he was detained at the U.S.-Canada border without any explanation while returning from Canada from a short family trip. He and his wife were crossing back into Vermont when U.S. CBP stopped them. He said, quote, "I just drove to Canada for the weekend, and on the way back, I was treated like a criminal." He claims that officers ordered him out of his car and even reached for his gun, prompting Atala to comply immediately. And finally, Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, with upcoming elections, he's proposed a new plan to, quote, Trump-proof Canada, increasing defense spending significantly. Up to 2% of Canada's GDP will be spent on defense spending for NATO. This is a significant escalation and shows that Canada will no longer rely on the United States for a lot, including defense. Folks, like I said, this news doesn't stop, so I'm providing it to you even when I'm literally running back and forth. So please consider subscribing to support my work by clicking the button below, or supporting my work by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. And maybe I'll have another update this evening, depending on how crazy the news gets. So take care.